So, Nike is refurbishing sneakers and reselling them. Nike has a policy that you guys may or may not know. I did not know before this video. If you buy a pair of Nikes, you have up to 60 days to return the shoe. Now, do I know at what quality or whatever the fuck? I have no clue of what the quality has to be, if it can be destroyed or whatever, but they will return it and you will get a full refund. Now, where do those shoes go beforehand? I have no clue. I don't know. But now Nike is doing some sort of refurbished program that goes along with their Move to Zero campaign. Their Move to Zero campaign is basically recycled sneakers. They're trying to find a way to continue to use sneakers that are now dead and not move them to waste, but instead to repurpose them. And there's an article from Hypebeast that we can check out to read a little bit about it. Here's a picture. Nike refurbished, like new, gently worn, cosmetically flawed. And you can see in the picture, you see like new, you see gently worn. And there's an article in an effort to further advance its Move to Zero commitments and reduce its carbon footprint. Nike is introducing its newest circularity program entitled Nike Refurbished. The process here is extremely simple. Sneakers from consumers that are returned within a 60-day post-purchase window will be either restored by the retail team and sold back on the shelves or cycled into Nike Grind materials. If you guys are not familiar with Nike Grind, okay, I don't have the picture. I can find a picture though. The operation is designed to further extend the lifespan of their products. If a shoe is still in prime enough condition to be resold, it will be tagged as one of the three classifications: like new, gently worn, or cosmetically flawed, and priced accordingly so that the customers have an idea of what shape these used shoes are in. Moreover, Nike refurbished footwear is also covered by Nike's 60-day wear test. So if the kicks aren't up to snuff, they can still return them. So far, 15 Nike retail locations across the U.S. are confirmed to be participating in this model, but there are plans to expand the list over the course of 2021. An official store list can be found here. Nike's Grind thing, the Nike Grind, is that, well, best way to put it is this shoe right here. So what they're doing is they're grinding up sneakers and putting them in the rubber. So I guess they might be grinding up other midsoles and reusing them, repurposing them for other shoes. For instance, like this one right here. I don't know if the uppers are done the same. Maybe the uppers are done the same exact way. I'm not too sure, but I know you could just tell from the midsole that it's a little funky. You know what I'm saying? My honest thoughts and opinions is that this is a genius idea from Nike, man. Finding a way. Salute to motherfucking Dirty in the building for the $1.99. I got you, Trey. I got you on that, Trey Woo. I got you. I see what you just said. This is a great way for Nike to continue to make its money. Now, I don't know what would normally happen. Normally, yes. I said that. I don't know what normally would happen. I don't know if Nike would, like I mentioned in the video, my video I'm dropping today on Monday, I mentioned that maybe majority of the time these shoes were sent to maybe places like Africa or to kids that maybe needed the shoes more. I'm wondering now, is that going to take away from those kids? Is now those kids not going to get as many pairs because now those pairs are being taken away and now redistributed to make the money? Because at the end of the day, money is first priority. Nike and them don't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to admit that, but the shoes got to come from somewhere. And those shoes, what were they doing at that point in time? Before this program, what were the shoes going? They seemed like they would either burn them, which I doubt, or redistribute them to some people of need. And who knows, they could have probably been doing this on some low-key shit at the same time, you know? It is what it is. Because people that return their shoes 60 days, if it ain't that much dirt on it, I'm pretty sure they would, just go ahead and put it back on the shelves. But I think that this is a smart business move on Nike's behalf. But I also feel like it's a good move for the consumer. Because now you're able to get shoes because they were stating at a more discounted rate. So both sides are winning. I did, however, kind of buck on Twitter about this shit because I just felt like this was lame. This is the picture on Twitter that they use as one of the campaign images. This lady right here is putting on some Jordan 4 taupes. She got a pair of Obsidians down here on the ground, and then I don't know what the hell these are. They're not showing them. But first and foremost, those Obsidian ones, there's no way in hell this lady is fitting these on her feet. But second of all, I don't believe I would ever see a pair of Obsidians at an outlet or anywhere that would sell refurbished shoes. Nike, like, that was the cap. This is a cap picture. I said even for the taupes, I don't even believe that you could find taupes for sale at a like new, somebody returning taupes 60 days after. Someone commented on Twitter that they believe it or they seen it. It is what it is. I'm not here to debate that. But this picture itself is cap. This is a goddamn cap picture. Okay, this lady has Obsidian 1s on the goddamn floor right now that someone returned. I mean, let's just look and see how much these Obsidian 1s are going for. Stop the cap, right? That's the thing going on now. Stop the goddamn cap. Obsidian 1s are going for $450 right now. If these bitches are like new, my guy, you might as well just clean them bitches up and put them on StockX. You feel me? Yeah, I don't believe this picture. Nike, please stop the bullshit. Put some goddamn Monarchs on there, some goddamn Trailblazers or some weird shit. Put something else in there. Don't finesse us with this bullshit ass picture you're trying to do and finesse us with, all right? We're not stupid. I mean, it's just ridiculous at this point. You feel me? Let me put the damn AC on because it's about to get really hot up in here. You feel me? I'm getting a little hot. But now that Nike's also implementing this into their system, this also is going to be something I'm looking curious to know is how is GOAT and StockX going to take this? The thing is, there's points where it's mainly points where I see this doesn't affect GOAT and StockX, but there is some potential points. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, if you buy a shoe and wear it, it already loses value, okay? Some shoes that you buy and wear won't lose value, or let's not even say that. Let's say you get a pair where I'm gonna show you an example where it will affect and not. So an example where it won't affect is if you get a pair of Travis Scott 1s from Nike, you wear them 60 days, or you're on the 50th day, and you want to return them, you're gonna get your $170. You're not gonna want to do that. You're not stupid. You can't sell them on StockX because you've worn them multiple times, unless you can clean them up good enough and then sell them on StockX, which is fucked up. But I think everybody in the sneaker game has done it, believe it or not. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. Everybody's done it. Everybody's took on foot pictures at least and done it. But then again, you know, say you do that, you can give them for $1,700, $1,500, whatever the hell you want to sell them for. And if you want to sell them used, where they are actually shown signs of wear, you could sell them on GOAT used and probably still get $800. So for that Travis Scott, you're not going to benefit from this program. StockX is not going to lose money on those type of sneakers. Now, where they could lose money is where they really probably don't even give a damn about the shoes that really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? StockX is not here going to care that people are going to, instead of selling their shoes on Air Force Ones on StockX, they're returning them to Nike. I don't see where the loss of income can come from at that. If you buy a pair of Air Force Ones, rock them things for 10, 20 days, and then want to return them back to Nike, get your money back and buy another pair, which is fucked up. But I'm pretty sure somebody going to be doing that now. Keeping them fresh things in rotation. StockX is not going to get no L's from that. That's Nike taking that type of thing. So I don't think this is going to affect their competitors this isn't really Nike entering a resale market, because everything that is getting sold or getting back is refunded at the retail price point. It's somewhat more so like Nike's doing what GameStop does. You feel me? They at the end of the day, they make these shoes for some cheap ass price. They sell it to a customer. Majority of the time, the customer keeps it for past 60 days, and that's it. But there are people that bring them back, and back in the day when they brought them back, who knows if they had to destroy the shoe or if that's just a loss of profit. Now Nike is allowing themselves to continue to make something out of it, getting something back, at least getting their money back if worst case scenario, with this like new or whatever kind of program they got going on. But it is what it is, man. Now, I'm gonna put the link out real quick if you guys want to hop in and talk about this shit. You feel me? Hold on, what the hell? Fuck. What the hell? I can't even see my damn live chat right here on this one. Okay, there we go. I'm like, what the hell's going on, man? So if anything that comes out of this, in my opinion, I feel like Nike is risking something, but I still feel like it's a smart move on Nike. I think this is a great move on Nike, in my opinion. What's going on, Craig?
What's good? What's good?
Chilling. What's going on, man? What's your thoughts on this, man?
So first initially when I first saw your title pop up for your live, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know anything about that. My first initial thought was, damn, GOAT is probably gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said GOAT is because GOAT sells used sneakers.
Yeah.
GOAT, but when you buy used sneakers on GOAT, their thing is if you buy them, you just buy them. And as far as the way I feel about third-party authenticators is that they know just as much as some more of the average people know. They can only go buy so much. Like, I've gotten fake Jordan 4 breads from them, and the most obvious sight of it being fake was the fact that it had a bubble hang tag on it instead of the flat OG Nike Air hang tag. Yeah. So when they're supposed to authenticate used shoes the same way that they would do new, but I don't think that there's a lot of care put into, the used shoe, used authentication. So my thought was, damn, like if somebody was to want to get rid of some shoes, are they going to be able to take them to Nike and get some type of like cash for them? And then someone who may want those shoes used could be like, hell yeah, I'm going to buy them from Nike because I may fuck around and get a fake from GOAT. I don't know if, like you said, I don't know if StockX is going to get a fake. Like,
whoa, nope. Hold on. I'm finding some sort of finesse in my head. There's a finesse in my head now. Oh my God, this is a finesse. What happens if, let me see, this might not work out, but I'm sorry, I'm about to put this finesse out, but hey, Nike, you better be happy I'm saying this. What if I buy some used shoes off GOAT for less than what I paid for in the retail price? Like I paid for like $80 Air Force Ones. Get them from GOAT, and I go and buy a brand new pair from Nike, and then I return the fucked up pair to Nike, and then I get my money back. So now I got. Hold on, I'm just trying to finesse. I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's going to work.
Huh?
I see what you're trying to say.
Is that a finesse? Hold on. I buy a pair of used Air Force Ones for $80. I receive them. I buy a legit pair, a fresh pair for $100. I receive those. I return the fucked up pair from Nike. That's the finesse, yeah. I end up getting a fresh pair for $80. That's what it is. That's the finesse there. If I buy a fucked up pair of Air Force Ones, or slightly fucked up, slightly flawed, for $70, slightly gently worn, whatever the hell you want to call it, from GOAT, I got them, and I buy a brand new pair from Nike for $100. I swap those shoes. I take the shoes that I just bought back 2 days later, slightly worn. I get my $100 back. I have a brand new fresh pair in my hand now off that $80 I spent on GOAT. Yeah, that's the finesse. That's the finesse. I'm just saying, Solix. I mean, yeah, taxes and all, but that's the potential you got going on there, man. You got.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I feel like there's a lot that you have to put yourself through. That'd be my only thought.
Hey, you don't know, people will do anything to save $1 or $2, man. You feel me? So
I mean, you ain't lying. I mean, people buying. I mean, and
the Snickers. What the Snickers?
I always thought that was weird that people would go and
hold on. Buy. What the Snickers? They're giving full refunds. How many times have we seen LeBrons? Okay, we got LeBrons that are dropping fucking 7s. Were dropping for way below retail for like $160, right? They retail for $200. You get the pair from StockX for $160. You go buy the legit pair, or the pair retail for $200. You got both of them. You swap it out, and you go even if it's used, you swap the used pair out. You get it's a finesse, bro, and there's money involved that the finesse can make sense. Motherfuckers will do that shit. Trust me. This is some crazy shit. You can fuck. Nike can fuck around and get fucked over some shit like that, man. What's going on, Al? What's good, man?
What's good, man? I just want to make a quick comment about what Nike is doing and what Michael Jordan, not just Michael Jordan, I know Kevin Durant is doing. And I will tell you, right now,
Watch out, troll.
I
I'm on
feel
your
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
insulted
hold on 1 second.
because
Hashtag
Hey,
counterfeit
hold on.
behavior. Hashtag
We got a
cement.
donation. Salute to watch the Traylon Hamilton. Watch out, troll. I'm on your ass in every stream. Counterfeit behaviors. Semen time. Semen time. Okay. Salute to motherfucking Traylon in the building. My bad. My bad. Go ahead, Al.
all right, they're just putting whatever out for the public and the sneaker community because they know we're going to buy it out. Now, I know you stay up on top of news, Tony. Let me ask you this question. How do you feel about Michael's Jordan NFT, that non-fungible token he got? One of them sold for $230 million.
I know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know he even had an NFT yet, but I mean, I wasn't surprised that you said that because I know it was already on its way.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be a video clip.
Wait, Al, are you driving right now?
No, sir.
Okay, making sure
I'm
we got.
parked. I'm about to deliver here in Casa Grande.
We got a new law in the streets that you can't be driving and talking on stream. I'm just making
Oh,
sure.
no. I'm not driving.
All right, come back.
Yeah.
He was shaking like he was hitting some bump.
No, that's just because I got a big head.
But like, so be quick with that because I want to stay on topic with this topic as well, and I see what the sneakers in here.
All right, I'm gonna be quick. Basically, what Nike is doing, and all of these figures in the sneakerhead communities, they just finessing us. If you got somebody who can sell, like Michael Jordan selling a video clip of his rookie year where he was doing his little Air Jordan magic trick in the air, people are going to sit up here and buy it. Now you're telling me that Nike is doing this crap with shoes, recycling and shoes, and now they're going to start selling used shoes, and people are actually going to go buy it?
Well, I don't see the problem.
We being finessed.
But I don't see the problem here because we already are doing it, though. We're already doing it with GOATs and doing it with these other apps. I don't really see a problem. Like, I just see Nike in getting involved. I don't feel like the use that Nike's doing is at all the same as the use that GOAT, in my opinion.
So basically, they're taking out the resellers.
I don't know because not really, because the resellers can still make more money than the retail price point when they sell a shoe. Nike's giving you your money back.
Right.
You know,
and at the end of the day, no one's gonna say, "Oh, I'm taking my Cell 5 Jordan Cell 5s back to Nike." It's like, no, I'm gonna just sell them because I can get that bread. I think that it's gonna work for certain shoes. I mean, it's gonna work for certain shoes and people who are like desperate for cash. It's like,
yeah. It's also gonna work. It's also gonna work on this. I buy this shoe from Jordan Brand or Nike, right? I bought it from them for $170, and I wear them for a month and a half, and I see now them bitches are on sale on Nike for $100. I'm gonna return this one back and buy the one for $100 and get my $170
but I think
back.
they're gonna have some rules and some standards because they ain't gonna sit there and let you walk up there if the shoe is beat.
But you know what? Here, I'm gonna say this, and I think that this is who it's gonna affect. And I don't know how many groups are out here like this, but I'm a part of Soul Savvy. I don't know if y'all know what Soul Savvy is, but pretty much everyone in the group, they sell at retail. I feel like GOAT in their used shoe program and people who are in like circles like that where it's like, well, shit, I want to sell these shoes, but I don't want to have to deal with selling them to somebody else. I'm just gonna take them to Nike and get my cash back.
I think they're shooting themselves in the foot because let's say like the shoe he just showed. I think Nike's shooting themselves in the foot because this is what's going to happen. Just like the shoe Tony showed, if he puts it on his feet, he wears it for a month and a half. Why would I go and buy me a brand new pair knowing that Tony's going to sell it back to Nike and I can go and get it to Nike at a cheaper price?
It just depends on it. I get that, but what you're saying is like it's easier said than done. You're not gonna be able to follow that pair. you know that Nike's going to take it in. They're going to redistribute it. They're going to go through a lot of things. Finding this pair that I'm actually returning is going to be hard. It's not going to be as, if I return it in Atlanta or even sending it to Nike, we don't know what store it's going to go to. They're not doing this online. They're doing this at stores. So that shoe would go somewhere hey, Al, you are on the road, so technically you could find that motherfucker driving the 18 wheeler. You know what I'm saying? But
Man, come on, Tony, man. Let's be realistic, man. Ain't nobody gonna be sending in no Retro One, man, to get they money back, bro. That'd be ridiculous.
What's going on with the sneakers? What's on your mind, man? Because I know you asked, to the chat, what the sneakers asked, and to the chat, yes, you get your full refund back. Now,
I can't believe they'll let somebody get their full refund back over a used shoe, man. That's crazy.
Okay, so let me read that out because someone did ask me to read that. So let's read that out right now, okay? I'm about to pull it up in the chat. They want me to show it, so I'm gonna show this real quick to y'all, chat. All right, what is Nike's return policy? We design our shoes and gear to help to perform at peak levels. So if they're not working exactly right for you, we got you covered. Whether you shop on Nike.com or in any of the Nike apps or Nike store, we will give you up to 60 days to take your Nike and Converse purchases for a trial run, confidently knowing you can return items. Some exceptions apply for any reason within the 60 days. That includes Nike custom by you sneakers. Even after 60 days, you can still return items if they're unworn and unwashed. And remember, always free for Nike members. Now, let me read.
So this is only from Nike. Like, you gotta buy this particular shoe from Nike.
Yep.
Like, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But see, that's the kicker right there. Unworn.
No. That is after 60 days, Al. You got to remember something, right? Nike is a sport company. So Nike is basically just telling you that they know that their products are durable enough to be able to be used in sports. And that's why it says on there, take your Nike and Converse purchases for a trial run. They want you to take the shoes and actually perform in them and see if it's worth it. So they're saying use them for basketball, use them for football, whatever the fuck. We know that if you're buying retros, you know, you're not, but that's what they're saying pretty much is like.
Sound like you
after 60 days, it said unworn.
Salute to Skinny in the motherfucking building. My bad. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, you saying they let you try it within the 60 days.
Yeah.
Okay, long as they're not beat. But after 60 days, if you have worn those shoes, you that's it.
Yeah, but 60 days is 2 months. Like 60 days, that's June 12th right now. Like, bro,
you got 700
2 days to be, you got 2 months to be free.
We're not talking about me though. We're talking about someone that's out here finessing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of goddamn time.
Hey, but Tony, I want to ask you this. So, I mean, if they're going to be letting people bring in used shoes, I mean, who authenticating these shoes? Because they're going to get, somebody going to try getting finesse.
I mean, that's already a problem now, though. That's already a problem now with the sneakers. You can go buy a pair of, I mean, that's being done right now. People buying fakes of a shoe and then just swapping and returning them and getting their money back. It's already happening now. Like,
if I'm not mistaken, was there not talks about, so like, you know how you got this RFID thing that's kind of like been making its way on the scene?
Yeah.
Aren't they kind of like chipping their shoes to where, you know, like Nike will be able to see if that was an official Nike product because it's going to be chipped. And they said, and I heard this from a couple of different people, and it kind of more so started around Nike employees trying to buy shoes for reselling. Because, you know, if you're a Nike employee and you reselling kicks, that's a federal offense for them. You fired, you done.
Yeah.
But there's no real way of them tracking that. So it's like, if you bought some shoes and that shit got, and they decided to go check you out, and your shoes that you have bought are getting pinged to other locations, then it notifies them that you resold the shoes. So would RFID help them authenticate and know that they are basically taking back shoes that are officially Nike products?
It will help.
Nike's making money because like the Raging Bull, if they sell the Raging Bull, let's say retail price $200, you pick up the shoe, you put it on your feet for 60 days, you crease the hell out of them, you take it back to Nike. You can't tell me Nike's going to still resell that shoe for $200. They're going to sell it for less. So where are they making the money?
The problem with RFID is that once again, where more than likely is the RFID being made in China. So you're giving you're giving your secrets away to China right there off the rip. You can go make an RFID chip. That don't mean that the UAs aren't going to know how to fucking do that as well. They got to figure out how can they make the RFID chip in their own database that cannot be infiltrated by the UA market. When you scan that chip, it doesn't do the same, because at the end of the day, say this is an RFID chip, and when you scan it, it tells you it's a real shoe. They can make a copy of the same exact thing and put it on a UA, and when they scan the UA one, it's going to pull up the same information as this. So serial numbers and all that shit can just be copied at the end of the day. Like the RFID chip would need to be something. It needs more some sort of just technology in it, because think of it this way: you can go get a fake barcode of a Jordan 11 and scan it at a Foot Locker, and it's still gonna of a fake shoe, and it's still gonna pop up because the barcode was done right. So the chip has to go further than just the information it pulls up. You know what I'm saying? That chip needs to give some sort of encryption that Nike only has and the fakes don't. And it's kind of hard to do that. It's just I don't see that happening. Even on the front of the sticker of the labels right now, there's this little square barcode shit. That only thing that does is when you scan it with your phone, it takes you right directly to the shoe. It's not like anything. They really, as much as we hear these talks about this shit, like there really isn't much enhanced yet with this. They haven't really gotten that much further in there.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, y'all are wasting time making. I mean, it ain't a waste of time, but if they got as far as to being able to make shoes that can lace up, you gotta. I mean, I never thought I'd see a day where I have to put my fucking shoes on the charger the night before to wear them. But you know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not be able to chip your shoes?
Because
so that even at SneakerCon, people they can get Nike, not people at Nike involved at SneakerCon, but there should be a way for people to officially really be able to authenticate shoes without needing any of this third-party authentication, or just it being the matter of, it's.
I want to know who's going to go to the store and buy some creased pair of shoes.
So this is the thing. You got to think about it. If this NFD is made by Nike and it has Nike's encryption and it's linked to Nike's own database and it's placed in a shoe, they need to make sure that when it's scanned, it has some sort of way to get into that database. The only problem is once it gets in the hands of someone overseas, that they can't take that same chip and when they remake it to where when someone scans it, it goes into Nike's database, because at that point, that's pretty much them hacking. They're hacking.
How about this? Nike gets I'm assuming that Nike knows how many pairs they want made, right? So that they could pretty much then at that point be able to say, all right, we're going to make this amount of chips. And then after they make these chips, they're going to say these chips need to be in these shoes. Now, before they get shipped to us, all these shoes have to go through a QC process. And the chip is going to be we're going to verify that these chips are in these shoes. If we get a shoe and the chip is not in there, we're going to wonder where our chip is. So we need to find out where that chip is. Where is that lost chip at?
The problem is, though, once again, is where's the chip being made?
China.
That's all that matters. You can't do nothing at that point. They already got the formula. They got the technology behind it. It has to be something that's done here. Because
shouldn't Nike be able to authorize specific like they authorize a specific number of chips? When those chips get made, those chips have serial numbers, and Nike authorizes those. Nike has those serial numbers authorized.
Shouldn't Nike be able to authorize shoes, but we got unauthorized sneakers? Like there's tons of things that we should be able to be done, but it's like you going in someone else's home and telling them how they should do it. It's their home at the end of the day. They're gonna do what the fuck they want, and they're gonna make the money they want to make. So Nike can tell them this and that, but that don't mean this like Nike says, hey, make 100,000 pairs. They make 200,000 pairs. They give Nike the 100,000 and they do the rest with that. It's unauthorized. So it's just another type of scenario. Like until shit is being made, at least the chips at home, there's not going to be no solution. It's going to continue to be the same fuck shit.
I mean, in 2 years, Nike's not going to have the NFT. I told Tony before, if you put Nike blockchain, the way they're going to verify their shoes, it's on the blockchain.
GS, please don't spam it. We see it, brother. We see it. Please don't spam it. Nah. This man GS. Hold on, man. Let me get this man up out here. Take him. He having a little glitch right now. Let me goddamn glitch him out real quick, man.
Screaming blockchain encryption.
Yeah, let me goddamn somebody hit
So when you want to resell your shoe, and somebody is supposed to use their phone, and they scan it, and it comes up on Ethereum blockchain, it'll tell you if the shoe is real or not. And that's what Nike wants to do. Because like Tony said, where are these NFT chips are being made? In China. And you can't fake nothing on the blockchain. So Nike has a partnership. If you put Nike blockchain, it'll tell you who the partnership. I think it's with Ethereum. They're going to get rid of those NFT chips in 2 years. And then now, if your shoe's not on the blockchain, it's fake. Louis Vuitton is already doing it.
Yeah. So I mean, we've talked about that actually before, Al. Like you showed me a link where they talked about that. So that's just something we gotta figure out and try to get taken care of. Hold on, man, what the fuck is going on? It's hot as fucking.
I think that's the thing. Earlier you said something that made sense. It was just kind of like, man, no one's bringing back top pay fours. No one's. I mean, unless they need the money bad and like they need that money real quick and they don't want to deal with trying to resell and stuff. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know what stock. I get people asking me all the time, like, Craig, where you buy your shoes from? Tell them all the time, StockX will go. Most of the time, if I get lucky on sneakers, I get them on sneakers. But there's a lot of people that don't know about resale sites. And then when you show them, they be disgusted as fuck. They be like, hell no, I ain't paying that shit. You crazy. And then, but the thing is, the reality is, the people who are going to benefit from this are the people who wear Air Forces, or the people who wear Monarchs, and the people who wear like, your regular like runners. Like if I need some shoes for the gym, I'm gonna be like, man, let me see if I can buy some refurb Nike Reacts or something real quick, instead of paying for a price for them. Those are the people it's gonna benefit. I don't think anybody should really get excited that are like going for like these quick strikes and shit like that. It's not.
I agree with that, because I'd be a fool to be walking into a Nike store thinking I'm about to get me a retro one. Don't even know if that mug real or fake.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And I think that's the biggest thing. Everybody's really waiting for the solution to resale. Like, I get it. Resale has always been a part of sneaker culture, and it's not going nowhere. But, man, that fight that just happened over those Ravens Bulls that was caught on video, that wasn't about people saying, man, y'all got to stop fighting over shoes. They just sneakers. But we know that at the end of the day, this shit ain't just about sneakers no more. It's about paper. If that man
said he wanted to be fresh, man. He wanted his Ravens Bulls, man. He had to fight that man. That man got knocked out, man.
I haven't seen that clip, but I've seen the thumbnails to it. I gotta watch it. Yeah.
But it's getting to that point where people are they're ready for resale to die down. I mean, I want them Chicago ones so bad, but paying that money that I'm gonna have to pay for Chicago one, the off-white ones, is sickening. Like, it sucks. But I'm gonna have to pay that if I want the shoe. And at this rate, this was a waste of time, honestly, to me. I don't really think it's. They could have been working on something a lot more productive in terms of making sure that sneakers get into the hands of their actual customers. Because
you talking about instead of doing this program,
I think it's a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way: it's not I don't feel like this was more for the customers; it was more for their pockets. We both definitely, the consumers will win and Nike will win, but this was based upon Nike's trying to find a way to profit and make more and more money.
I think this is more for the average consumers, like the people like he was talking about, like the people that like the runners and stuff like that. Like, this is more for them anyway, like, because ain't nobody else going in there. Like, real sneakerheads ain't going in. Like, you doing all that type of stuff, man.
Exactly.
It's still where they're gonna make their money, Tony. Because like I said, I still don't know how Nike's gonna make their money.
It's simple. It's simple. Let me tell you, it's simple. Because beforehand, when they returned the shoes, where did the shoe go? They gave you your money back, your 120 back. What happens now with the shoe? They got to throw it away. Now they're still able to they're able to salvage shit now.
All right.
You're going from zero money to salvaging now.
So if they give you your money back, 120, and Nike got the shoe, they're just gonna throw it away?
But I mean, beforehand they had, I don't know what they did. Let's put it this way: you bought this from me for 120, right? We know it's 170. We bought this from me for 120. You wore it 5 times and you want to take it back. Bam! I get it back. I give you your 120 because I'm Nike. Before this program, what happened to this shoe now, Al?
The people were reselling it.
No, if you returned it to Nike, what happens to the shoe?
I would think Nike will sell it back.
Well, that's what we're talking about. They're doing now, but how will they sell it back if you worn it 5 times?
That's where I don't see where they're making their money. I mean, what they're gonna do? Chop it up and make a new shoe out of it?
Well, listen. Beforehand, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They might have been giving it to kids in Africa. Your shoe that you wore 5 times, they might have gave it to donated it. Who knows what they would have did? Now with this new program, Nike is now able to use your shoe. They gave you your 120 back. They had Nissy probably spent $30 to make the shoe, and they're able to still sell it for maybe $100, $80. So they're still making something.
And in my head, and I hope that they do. I hope that they do look at these videos that you guys spend. You guys spend a lot of time making these. And I'm gonna say this just in case they're watching. It'd be really dope if they came out with an incentive for people who did return the shoes instead of reselling them. It's like you could potentially, I don't know, it gives your sneakers account a ding, like a boost for a next release or something like that. Like, I bought these and I ain't really like them, but I'm not gonna resell them. I'm gonna send them back to Nike so that somebody else can get a shot. Just because next week I want to have more of a chance of being able to get the off-white whatever or this. I always use off-white. That's my favorite sneaker.
Let me show this return policy to people that are probably coming in here. Nike's saying that we give you 60 days to take your time, take your Nike and Converse purchase for a trial run, confidently knowing you can return the items. It never states in here about how much you worn them, how much wear and tear, how much they look. It never states any of that. So there's not, people are saying, how do they let you wear something 5 times and return it? There's nothing in there that states how beat up the motherfuckers can be. As long as you got the receipt.
So you telling me them motherfuckers giving you 2 months to be fresh and some?
No, because you know what I think they're doing?
They give you a whole 2 months to get fresh, bro. They said establish that time.
They said some exceptions apply, right? I clicked some exceptions apply, and those exceptions are gift cards cannot be returned, items noted as non-returnable cannot be returned. That's okay. Items purchased at Nike clearance stores cannot be returned. Okay, so there you go. Some Nike products have specific written guarantees and warranties. Please check the label. So, yeah, I mean, those are the things that cannot be returned.
Man, at this point, bro, I think these people gonna start doing like where you could just rent fucking clothes out there, man. Like some, I don't know, bro. Like this is, like I said, I don't understand the purpose of it, man. I really don't.
Yeah, because I got some Jordan 6th grade toes. Look how beat this is.
No, they ain't returning them bitches. I don't give a fuck. All right, so listen. Some people were saying that they used to usually send them to the outlets. That's probably what they did. I don't know, but I never seen slightly worn shoe. Now, maybe someone wore it 2 times and got a little bit of dirt and cleaned it up and finessed it. That happens already, but I ain't never seen slightly worn or gently worn or something I can tell that there's some sort of fucking actual wear at a Nike outlet. Not me. I'm sorry. Not me.
Also, are they titling it as refurbished?
Yeah, look, I actually had the picture. So, look at this.
If they're titling it as refurbished, I believe it may be because if you do send some beat up shoes, back, if you take some beat up shoes back, it's kind of like the same thing with phones. People who sell refurb phones, they accept phones in for trade-ins and shit like that. The phone gets sent off somewhere, gets refurbed, gets pleathered back up, back to what it's to some sort of good use, a form of good use, and then it goes back out.
Yeah, so to me, cosmetically flawed or whatever it could be.
Trying to refrain from having to use more material for a shoe as well. Like it could just be a recycling program. Not all shoes may not go back onto the floor depending on how bad they are.
Now they can make money recycling shoes because they don't have, like you said, less material. They ain't got to spend the money on material. People think this material that Nike is buying is cheap. I don't think so.